Good morning, everyone. It's October 31st. Let's get into this price action. So we still see this year-to-date VWAP acting as resistance on the daily time frame, and this 20-day moving average area acting as support. And we're gapping underneath that 20-day moving average now, near this 475 VWAP level, trading at 476. So let's dive into this map that we drew out yesterday and talk about it real quick. So we had the T pull back to the 5-day moving average, rallied back above the daily VWAP, and we said that this was what we're looking to see is the VWAP end up becoming support here and for a rally. So we pull this back here. We'll just look at the potential situation, and this is where I would be looking for this as it rallies back above the daily VWAP here to try to look, and it just ran. Prefers to get a little bit of consolidation, reclaim, and run and go, and then take some off into this previous neckline, and then you get a VWAP continuation as it pulls back, bounces up here. You're then able to play a situation like this. So that's some potential plays, and then you see here, take some profits into the previous neckline, right? Although the more times it's likely to hit, it's likely to fail. However, just history shows epic fail, epic fail. So it tried and then it had this epic fail again so far. So this would have stopped you out right here in this area and could have been a profitable trade from, taking some percentage off from that dollar, risking 46 cents. So that's just like the SPY play, little day trade actionable ideas, and how I'm looking to see the VWAPs. And you can see even here, the week to date VWAP, that's when we get evidence that we're above the buyers are in control and they lost control. So once we break underneath, and then the daily VWAP here starts to become resistance. So that brings us to today, and let's talk about this. So let's get rid of all this stuff. So we're gapping down to that 576 level. And we talked about this VWAP from that gap up, and we barcoded and we rallied up. So we're pulling back near this area in the pre-market. So let's see if this area can start to act as support. We can feel this bounce and then see if this area at 580 becomes resistance or not. So let's see if we get a little bit deeper pullback, get shorts really confident, then start to get a little bounce here, and then we'll see if the dust could settle down and potentially look for something like this. And at that point in time, it's 5-day moving average is going to start to flatten out now to decline. So maybe this 5-day moving average, as it starts to flatten out and decline, starts to look something like this. And then we could potentially start to see something rally back up above it, come back, then that could fuel the longer term uptrend again. So that would look like this in the mapped out scenario. So we could potentially get something like this in the upcoming days and trading weeks. So maybe we need to shake out, bounce, shake people out. This month to date VWAP right here at 576.87 acts as support, and or maybe we rally up into here, this 576, 577, and we just continue to pull back deeper down into this 568. Right? What's that 50-day moving average? 568. So we got this VWAP from this handoff low, 568, 570 on the daily, and 568 50-day moving average. So that's the SPY price action. Let's get into the Qs. So we have our mapped out scenario. We've been barcoding here, rallying near this breakout area. Many times we get to breakout areas to get sold into. So let's talk about this map yesterday. Let's go into a 2-minute time frame and see what's going on here. So we had the daily VWAP. We rallied back above. Was looking for this to reclaim and go. Right? It just continued to fail. This was the anticipated VWAP, right? And it actually starting to decline here. So now we're gapping down to 492. Let's delete some of this stuff. Clean this up a bit. And let's get into this price action for today. So we see here that week to date VWAP traded under, started to become support, rallied above, acted as support, and now we broken the 5-day moving average and this week to date volume weighted average price. So we'll see if this 490 area can become support, 492 to really 489. So maybe this wants to continue to fade down, break this 490, get some shorts confident for the day, rally back up into this 495 area potential, and same situation we see on the SPY. Then this 5-day moving average will start to flatten out and decline as we're adding the price action in this area and replacing it with this. We're adding this data 492, potentially 490, and we'll be replacing it in this 492, 490 price action over the next 2 days. And then come Monday, we'll be trading at this 495. So that could potentially see the 5-day moving average start to flatten out, decline. And then maybe we could see this pull back a little bit, maybe even shake deeper, get shorts excited here, and then get back. And then that 5-day moving average would then start to flatten out, get something like this going, or 5-day here, and then a little bit of rally, and then that could get going at the end of the year. So that's a potential scenario I'm looking at. And if this rally, this pulls deeper, maybe gets trapped under this 490 area, maybe doesn't even get as big of a rally back to 494, or maybe it doesn't shake out, rallies up. We just rally up from here and are able to pull back and reclaim this 492, 490 area, that month to date VWAP, and start to feel the push. So these are the potential scenarios I'm looking at in price levels. If we break this 490 level, look for, and 489, look for this break of this 489 for a deeper pullback down into 484 area, and this 50-day moving average 481. So if we put a VWAP from here, we get very similar price here at this 482, similar to the 50-day moving average. And I'm not just saying here, it's a significant pivot low to a rally to new highs. And then you can see this VWAP coincides with the year-to-date volume weighted average price at 473.80. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.